Oh, hello there. Welcome back. It's Friday. I know, it's nearly the weekend. Oh, Friday, the weekend when the real me comes alive. It's going to be a fabulous weekend. I'm going to be here with you all weekend actually on Crafters TV, and I could not be happier about it because I have got a vast array of lovely crafters with me all weekend, starting right now. And talking of lovely crafters, we're going to kick it off with one of my absolute favourites. Leanne is with me in the building. Leanne, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Joe. I'm excited about Spectember.
Hey!
Took me ages to think that up, Joe. Ages. I'm very excited to be here. Got some fabulous products, and I really love these collections, these new collections, these seasonal festive collections of classic markers. I think they're really fab. Amazing stamps. And we're just going to have a nice coloury time for the next couple of hours, Joe. We're just going to chill out and colour some stuff and relax a little bit.
Absolutely, and you can get involved, you can join us, you can colour along with us, which is amazing. If you want to as well, every single Colour Me Happy show we do, there is always a free download which goes with the show, and today is no exception. Pop yourself over to our website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Scroll down, you'll see Colour Me Happy, you can click that and you can get that downloaded. You can also just go to craftscompanion.co.uk/colour-me-happy if you want to grab it there as well. But also, this is a really great show for you to get involved with us. We love it when you're colouring along. When you share pictures with us, it's really, really awesome. So if you want to share with us anything you've been working on, what you're working on as we go through this show, then we'd love to see it. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send those emails into. You can also have a little chat with us. Look, it's Friday. Who doesn't love a bit of a natter and a gossip on Friday? We all do. So make sure you join us over on social media. So I am monitoring the conversation on Facebook. So if you go across to the Crafters TV Facebook page and join in the Facebook Live there, you can comment along. Also, if you're on YouTube, someone will be picking up your comments over there and sending them my way, which is fabulous. Now, it is Colour Me Happy, of course, and we have got some fabulous stuff that was launched for you just this week. Now, classic markers are one of your absolute favourites when it comes to our alcohol markers that we bring to you here at Crafters TV at Spectrum Noir, and these are classics. Now, these are brand new configurations, which is absolutely awesome. So what you've got is, you've got contemporary Christmas, traditional Christmas, you've got vintage Christmas, and you've got stylish Christmas. Now, these have been put together, rather than in colour families, they've been put together in a way that's going to allow you to colour those Christmas projects. So if it is tags you're making, if it is beautiful cards, wonderful scrapbooking pages, then these are the perfect pens to allow you to do that. 28 markers in total you're getting in this collection. What you're also going to get is all of these gorgeous brand new stamps as well. Now, the stamps you're getting in here today, you are going to, what shall I show you? I've got some beautiful finished samples of all the things that you can do. So here's everything you can see that you're getting. So you're getting you're going to get the Christmas Robin, Season's Greetings, Ho Ho Ho, Christmas Blessings, Deck the Halls, Snow Much Fun, Sweet Christmas, Happy Winter. And then we're also going to give you, as a little bonus for getting the two sets together, we're going to give you the cardstock, and we're also going to give you the ink pad that you need to go with that beautifully as well. There again are all of the classics that you are going to receive just there, which is awesome, because not only are you getting classics, you're also getting metallic markers in there as well. And if that wasn't enough, you're going to get 100 bonus points as well. So you really have got a fabulous deal. Let me show you some of the things that you're going to be able to make when it comes to these brand new gorgeous stamps that we've got. So here's the first set. Look at that gorgeous gingerbread house that you've got in there. You're going to have things like these beautiful bells. Now, if you want to learn how to create all of that texture, this dimension, that beautiful shading, then that is what Leanne is going to take us through over the next couple of hours. You've got this gorgeous Santa Claus in here as well. I know Leanne absolutely loves the penguin. She was just telling me how much she loves the penguin and also the snowman. I know are two of her absolute favourites. So stay tuned to watch her colouring those two in. She couldn't decide which one she was going to do first as we were starting the show. You've got the robin in there as well, which is beautiful. And you've then got that gorgeous wreath. and it wouldn't be Christmas without some baubles, would it? And that's exactly what we've got there. So you've got 8 different stamp sets within there, which is awesome. So think about heat embossing as well. Think about your tags, your card projects. It's absolutely going to be an awesome collection to allow you to make so many wonderful Christmas projects. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, do you know what? I'm not really much of a stamper, but I really love the idea of those brand new configurations of the Classics with the metallic markers in there, then fear not, because we've got those available for you individually if you want to grab them. So you can get the contemporary Christmas, the traditional Christmas, the vintage Christmas and the stylish Christmas. They are there for you, £35 or $53 if you would like to go for them separately. If you want to get the stamps on their own, you can do that too. There they are, £30 or $41. Remember though, when you get it all together in the big collection, you're also going to get the cardstock and you're going to get the ink pad. There it all is there for you. That one is by far and away the best value, and you're getting the 100 bonus points, which is awesome. Now there's loads of other lovely stuff in the show for you today as well. We've got the Annabelle Spencleys coming up a little bit later. These are adorable, it's fair to say. I know you're going to love these. We'll be showing you those a little bit later in the show. Who's tuning in? Should we see who's having a little chat with us already this Friday afternoon? Remember, this would normally be the last show for you today, but there is a HSM preview coming up on the Crafts Companion US page after this show as well. It's going to be awesome, so make sure you join myself and Sarah for that a little later. Babs is saying hi from Minnesota. Susan in Illinois. I see Lorna Jane is in. Loretta from Arizona. Monica is here. Also Patty saying hi, and Rosalind too. Any questions, any comments, let me know as we go through, and I'll do my best to pop them across to the lovely Leanne. Now, Leanne, I know that Classics, one of your favourites, aren't they?
They really are, Joe, because it's back where we started, isn't it, with our first alcohol marker range, having a fantastic quality bullet and chisel nib marker, which had all of the colour families and all of the blending sorted out for you. That was the first launch that we ever created, the first brainchild of mine in terms of a marker, and that was 8 or 9 years ago now. So absolutely, they remain my very firm favourite because they were the first that we launched. And brilliant that we've got these collections today because they've been really well thought through and really fabulously put together. What you've got in each of these collections, Joe, is a beautifully curated set of colours which are perfect for doing your traditional colouring, your contemporary colouring for Christmas. You've got your lovely sepia tones for your candles and bells and all of that lovely stuff that you want to do there. And then you've got some really fabulous colours for your characters too. So you've just got a really wonderful range. Oh, and actually, let me just not forget, how could I, rude, that each of these collections not only has 6 of your Classique markers, but you've got a unique metallic marker perfectly matched to that colour collection in each one of those sets.
What's the thinking with that then, Leanne? Because I've never seen it before, a Classique. Normally, I mean, it's very rare, other than our discovery kits, you'd never normally see them packaged together, would you?
You wouldn't. And what we've done, because obviously Christmas always needs a little bit of metallic and shine and sparkle in there, and what we wanted to do was give you a lovely curated set of alcohol marker colours, but then that metallic marker for some of your highlights and your pops of colour and your accents to give a little bit of shine and sheen. And maybe if you want to do some brush lettering as well, if you want to write some sentiments or some handwriting in that beautiful metallic colour inside of your card, then you've got that as well, because you can do that with that lovely fine bullet tip that you have.
Awesome. Very busy already for these. I need to let you know that they were featured once before. Already 40% of the stock has gone already, so it's very, very busy on them. However you're getting hold of them, either as a complete collection or you can go for the 2 individuals, it is completely up to you. So it really is your choice what you do. It's very busy across the 2. If you want to get ahead and order and see everything else that's on the website, you can by going to craftscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Monica's saying as well, woohoo, I love this show and all the downloads. Make sure you get that download. Nancy saying, I can't wait to get my markers and pencils. I'm going to colour all of the downloads. And Lynn saying also, my Spectrum Noir Christmas Classics and holiday stamp sets have just arrived. Christine Mahoney says, I love them all, but ooh, that penguin. And Nancy saying, oh my goodness, these are cute overload. They are indeed. Any questions, any comments you got, drop them into me over on Facebook or across on YouTube, and I will pick them up and pop them across to the lovely Leanne. Right. Colour me happy. It's all about the colouring. So many people tune in and colour along with us, Leanne, which is always lovely. But I know, well, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you do with these gorgeous new stamps.
We're going to start with the Santa because Christmas and festivity is all about Santa, isn't it? And red is one of the hardest colours to colour in, actually, with alcohol marker colouring. Red is. It is the single most difficult colour combination to
Why is that?
work with. I think because of the intensity of the pigment, trying to make it look 3D so it doesn't just look flat, and can be the hardest to blend if you haven't got a quality marker and a quality ink. So I thought, let's start with that. Why not?
Awesome.
So we're going to take our, now you're going to help me out with the names, Joe, because I've got them all unboxed here. So the set that has the reds and greens and the lavenders in, what does that set called?
Stylish Christmas. No, I'm going to go traditional Christmas.
Traditional. Well,
the
there
one
you
that's
go. Of
got cherry red and
Yes.
ordinal and bamboo.
That's the very fella.
Bamboo. Those ones there. Yeah.
So we're going to use that. Then what is the set, Joe, that has the pinks and the coral and the blue in?
That one is your stylish Christmas, which has got the pink violet and the purple violet in it.
Oh,
that one?
Stylish Christmas.
Stylish.
Yes. Stylish.
Stylish.
So we're going to use a little bit of stylish with our traditional in a second, because I want to show you how you can use these sets just on their own with those markers that we've put together for you, or how you can start to cross your sets together as well if you want to get them all. So we're going to start with the traditional, and I'm taking the two reds that come in the traditional collection, which is our cherry red and our cardinal. And what we've got here is the DR3 and the DR5. So we're going to start with the lightest colour, which, because it's the lowest letter, is DR3. And we're going to start with our bullet tip and start to put in some of the colour. So we're just going to little circular motions, and I've got this stamped onto some Nina cardstock, and I'm going to take one part of the Santa at a time. So I'm not going to colour the whole Santa in. I'm just going to take a sleeve, his hat, a little, the left side of his jacket, the right side of his jacket. And the reason for that is you need your ink to be wet to get a good blend. And so therefore we'll just apply little bits of colour and work on small areas at a time, which allows us to get that really lovely blend. So you see what I did was put down some of that DR3, which just prepared my card for me, got the card nice and wet. So I've got a wet card because a wet ink blends better than a dry cardstock, I beg your pardon. And so I've then gone with my darker colour there, and now I'm going back in with my DR3 into my preserved highlight. You've heard me talk to you about that many times. You can see what I'm doing now is colouring up to that line of the DR5, the darker colour that we've got in there, and then I'm bringing that down, ever decreasing into the centre. And what that does is colour me a beautiful dimensional jacket sleeve. And then we just continue with that throughout the rest of the Santa image.
Do you think that's the naughty list or the nice list that is on there?
This is the nice list.
It's the nice list.
Yeah,
that's the list that we would both be on, obviously.
Of course, I can see your name there and my name there, and
Absolutely.
my name is above your name.
Okay, just thanks for that.
Just saying.
He looks like quite a regal Father Christmas, this one, doesn't he? And I can't think what film he reminds me of. It's definitely a film. What is your favourite Christmas film, Leanne?
Miracle on 34th Street.
Ooh, the original. See, director Daniel wants to know if it's the original, the remake that you think is better.
The remake.
The remake.
Sorry.
Not the black and white one.
Not the black and white one. You've got to have red in your. You've got to have all the red in the bells and the bright colours, haven't you? And I really love Richard Attenborough. I just think he's an amazing actor. And that little girl who I'm forgetting her name, the actress. She is just fantastic. I want to take her home. She is fantastic. And I watch that every year. I love that movie.
Oh, I'd love to know what your favourite Christmas film is at home in the comments. Let me know in the comments either on Facebook or over on YouTube as well. What is mine? Do you know I only saw Elf for the first time last year? I know, and it is really good. I must admit, I do like the kind of comedy ones. I do love The Grinch. I do think that is a fabulous Christmas film.
Hate, double hate, entirely low. I love The Grinch. It's fantastic.
That's
really
good. What about in the gallery? Producer Laura, favourite Christmas film? The Muppets Christmas Carol, solid choice. Director Daniel. Home Alone, 1, 2 or 3? 1 and 2, definitely not 3. Definitely not 3. So just letting us know. Right, someone is asking as well, Kathy is asking, can I let you know exactly which colour are in all of the reconfigured packs? I will do. After Leanne's demonstration, I will go through each pack and share with you what those colours are and what they're called. You can also check on our website as well. If you click through onto the website and click on the bundle that you can see there on your screen, or the bundle of the pens on their own, you can actually see all the different colours. So if you're wondering if you've got these ones and you want to cross-check, absolutely can do. But I will, in a little while, run you back through all of those colours indeed. So they're just 2 pens you're using there,
just
Leanne,
2 pens in this curate, and you get 6 pens plus the metallic in this collection, and the 2 that I'm using are allowing me to build up this beautiful dimensional red jacket that we've got here. And I'm using the same as I always do. I tell you, I go with the lightest first, I wet my cardstock, go back over with the darkest colour into the areas where I want it to be darker, and then I just go to the edge of that colour and then bring that all the way back out into my preserved highlight. And what it does is build up that beautiful 3D dimensional shine and colour and give him his lovely rounded tummy and his rounded arms. And I'll do exactly the same on the hat. It's incredibly easy, and the fact that, again, we've curated these for you, we've put them together in these sets so that they match perfectly the stamp. So the traditional goes with the Santa, and then if you tell me the names, I'll tell you which stamps they go with, Jo. So the traditional goes with the Santa, and then the one with the purples and blues, stylish.
The stylish. That's the one with the peaches and the violets.
Right,
yeah?
that goes with the snowman.
Awesome. Then we got vintage, which is the browns and the yellows.
And that's going with your candle and your bells.
Awesome. Contemporary, which is our sort of greens into blues, sort of reds and pinks.
And that's going to go with your gingerbread house and your cup.
Wonderful.
And also could work with your tree, actually, to be fair as well.
And then you're using at the moment the traditional Christmas.
I'm using traditional, yes. And traditional actually would go across all of these images. It just depends, you know, what way you want to colour your image, if that's, you know, if that's what you're doing. So I'm going to give him some green gloves. So I'm sticking with this colour theme that I've got in here. And I'm going to take my DG2 and my DG4, which come in the collection. There you can see the light and the dark, and I'm going to follow the exact same ethos that we've just discussed. So I'm going with the lightest colour first. I'm going tiny little circular motions all the way around the outside, coming in with my darker colour, doing the same thing. So it's going to be a little bit darker just under the cuff of his sleeve there, and then a little bit darker up the side here from his beard. I'm going to leave it light on the top because it would be lighter there, and then I'm going to take my light colour again and then just up to the edge of that, little circular motions, just bring it all around, and then I've got a really lovely traditional little green glove for him too. It's
awesome.
Great, isn't it?
Now, Leanne, if you were someone that had something like, I don't know, like a full set of our tri-blend markers, for instance,
Yeah.
or a full set of our tri-blend blush pens maybe, or the other one are illustrators, that's it, thank you, it's Daniel. Would you be able to colour those, you use these stamps using those?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okie doke, so you could, if you've already got all of those, you could actually just go for the stamps on their own today?
Absolutely, you can. Any of the alcohol markers that you've got, I mean, you know, even not just our alcohol markers, if you've got our colour pencils, if you've got our watercolour products, if that's what you want to do, any of those will work absolutely perfectly with these and allow you to, you know, get these lovely effects. So if you've got these at home and you just want the stamps, any of the colouring mediums that we have for you will, any of our colouring mediums will work for you easily. And actually I've moved on to that lovely set now, which has all of the browns in, where I said it was going to go with the candles and the bells, Jo.
Yeah.
And you can see actually I'm using that set for his skin tone. I'm
Awesome.
using linen. And do you know what? Doesn't that look great? So I've used linen and natural brown EB2, and I've got a lovely little skin tone on my Santa there. And I could pop down into the contemporary one with all of the turquoises and the pinks, and that pen is going to allow me to just give him a lovely little cheek. My hair keeps getting in on the action today.
Do you know what? I did say to you today, didn't I?
Honestly.
Was it today or yesterday that I thought your hair was looking extra fabulous?
It was yesterday.
It's very voluminous at the moment.
It's just, you know, it's got its own story and it's got its own life, and it likes to be in on the action.
It does indeed.
So I'm trying to try and keep my boof out of the shot if I can. As Sarah likes to refer to it, my boof. It has a mind and a life and a decision of its own, and every day is a different day according to the booth. So now I am.
You could write a children's book about it, I reckon.
About my booth.
Yeah.
I probably could. We'd call it the Mighty Booth. But I'm sure Noel Fielding wouldn't be very happy because it does sound a little bit like the Mighty Boosh, doesn't it?
Does indeed.
It's like a funny comedy sketch thing. If you're in the US and you don't know what it is, you don't need to Google it. Just saying.
Don't go. Whatever you do, don't Google it.
Don't Google it. You don't need to. Yeah.
A lot of you telling me which one do you think are your favourites with the stamps, Leanne. Nancy says, "Oh my goodness, they are all so cute." Andrea saying, "Waving out loud to Leanne and Joe, you're my favourite dream team."
Oh,
thanks, Andrea.
Thank you so much.
Diane saying, "Congratulations, Grammy. So happy for you and your family." That is from Diane. Robin saying, "Love the candle stamp. It pulls all my heartstrings," which is lovely. And the snowman is Lynn Harvey's favourite one. I must admit, Leanne, that comes together pretty quickly, that image, doesn't it?
Oh, I've just coloured this, and it's very rare that I colour an image in from beginning to end because I like to show you a lot, but I've taken the time to do this because I did want you to see that actually those little pens in those collections there give you everything you need, and it looks absolutely fab. Now what I'm going to do is take my metallic marker that has come in with the collection, and actually what I'm going to do is just go over the lines of the scroll, and I'm just going to put a few little lovely metallic highlights on here, and then just colour in the little shade bits. And so now this is a beautiful Christmas scroll which has gold foiling on there and has lovely gold lettering, which of course is befitting people of our class and standard, Joe.
Absolutely.
Isn't it? Because we're on that
social
list.
standing.
Absolutely. There we go. That was quick and easy, wasn't it? Now, you could do it another way, Joe, if you wanted.
Right.
While you're having a chat, I'll colour a little bit up to show you the other way, and then I'll tell you quickly what I've done.
All right, brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'd like to do in that case. I'd like to run you through these brand new configurations and show you exactly what you get in each one. So this one is the contemporary Christmas, and these are your different colours that you've got. So you've got teal, which is, we're going to start this side. You've got the teal, you've then got the ice green, you've got the blue turquoise, the mint blue, you've then got the fuchsia, and also the frost pink in there as well, which is gorgeous. So that one there is your contemporary Christmas. The next one that you've got is this one just here, and this one is your traditional Christmas. So you've got the cherry red, you've also then got the cardinal, the bamboo, the forest green, the old lavender, and the antique plum, which is beautiful. This one just here, now this is your vintage Christmas. Which is quite fabulous. So really wonderful for all those vintage tones. And in here you've got the cream, the linen, you've got the mimosa, gold, the natural brown, and you've also got the butt. Producer Laura says she likes the sound of that one. I once drank too many mimosas in one sitting, and I can't drink them anymore, unfortunately. Ruined it for myself, haven't I? What am I like? This one here is the tea rose. This is your stylish Christmas. This one's got the tea rose. It's got the coral, the pink, sky blue, the cerulean. Have I said that right, Leanne?
Yes.
You've also then got the purple violet and the pink violet as well. So they're the different combinations for you. Now, when you get them together, you can get them on their own. If you want to just grab the pens, you can without the stamps. They're available to you. They are £35 or $53. You can get them all individually as well if you want to, but you get a much better deal when you buy the four together. And then the stamps, they're all available on their own as well. I'll quickly just run you through the different stamps, or sort of give you an idea of what you're going to create using for each stamp set. So this one here, this is that gorgeous gingerbread that's featured in one of the stamp set, and this is just one part. So for instance, this one here, the bells, in the stamp set you've also got the bells, you've then got loads of other bits in there. So let me just show you, for instance, what you've got with this one. So on there you've got the bells, and then you've also got the candle, you've got the sentiments in there as well. So you are getting lots and lots within each and every one of these. So it's not just the one focal image you're getting. So that one's the bells. That's the Santa that you've just seen Leanne creating there. Then we've also got the snowman here too, which is gorgeous. Leanne's favourite, the penguin there. You've also got the robin in here. Then you've got that gorgeous wreath. Now think about colouring it. Also think about what someone's done here. Who's created this one? Jo Garrett's created this one. Now what she's done is she's created it with colour, but then what she's done is she's actually fussy cut elements. So the poinsettias and these little acorns and also the bow, she's fussy cut that and then mounted that up on the top. So you really can play around with it. Think about heat embossing these as well. Think about doing resist techniques with them. There's loads you're going to be able to do. All those different techniques that comes with stamping. If you want to get the stamps on their own, absolutely you can do that. They are £30 or $41 on their own. But remember, the best way to get the best value is to get the whole thing together, because then what you also get is we give you some cardstock, which is the exact cardstock you need. We give you the ink pad that you need to create projects using your alcohol markers, and we give you that bonus 100 Club Inspire points as well, which is awesome. So all of that together, £70 or $100. Club Inspire Platinum members, you'd get £14 off of this, so you'd get it for £56. Club Inspire Platinum members in the US, you get £20 off, you'd get it for $80. So it is really good value, however you want to go for it. If it's just the pens, just the stamps, or everything together, we've really got you covered. Now, if you are going for the pens, you might need somewhere to store them, and we've got you covered there too, because we've actually got the ultimate pen storage trays on the show. These are the clear ones, and we don't often bring these to you. They're normally $5.99 per tray. In this collection, however, you're getting two. So you're buying one and you're getting one free. $5.99 or $8.49 if you want to go for those ones. Maybe, however, you prefer the idea of storing them in a carry case. Now, we've got two different carry cases on the show for you. We've got the 72 marker one, which is this one just here, £23 or $31, or we've got a slightly smaller one for you. It's a 24 marker case, and that one there is £11 or $15 if you want to go for that. Metallic markers, one of our craft boxes. Well, do you know what? This was on last night's show. I said, can we just steal it and have it on? I know we had a handful left over from the Sarah Cartload show last night. So they did it. They popped it on the show for us. We'll look at that a little bit more as we go through the show. £20 or $20 if you want to get your hands on that one as well. There is a Spectember taster bag on the show for you as well. And I'll share. Do you want to have a little look? Should we have a look? Oh, let's have a quick. Let me see how's Leanne doing over there first, and then I'll see if it's time for a look.
So what I wanted to do is just show you how you can get two different Santa looks. So what I've done is use the set that has the pinks, the blues and the corals in, Jo, whatever set that is. I've used the coral and the coral from that set and the lightest red, DR3, and I've used those together to make more of an orangey tomato red jacket on the Santa. So you can go with the deep red in the vintage set as we've given you, or you can take one marker from each of two different collections and you can create this different red. So it really just does depend what you want to get from your colouring and which colour you want your little Santa to be. But then when you put this together into a finished project, it really does look beautiful. And on this particular stamp set, you get your Santa, but you also get the present stack as well. And you can see the gold markers being used just to give the little highlights on the gold present stack as well, and also on the little red bow that's being coloured in. Brilliant to have that little metallic marker in there to be able to give yourself little pops of colour in that way.
Beautiful, really, really gorgeous. And again, it shows you the value in having all four sets, so you can really mix and match. I would say as well with these configurations, you know, a lot of time we bring the classics in colour families, Leanne, which is great if you're a bit more experienced. But if you're new to colouring and you want to know which colours work together, these are perfect packs, I'm thinking, for sort of teaching you, especially with your Christmas projects, how they're going to work and play with each other.
Oh gosh, yes, absolutely. It is very much an educational set, Jo. I think it's fantastic for that. And it does help you just understand putting a couple of colours together and seeing the result you can get. But then it also helps educate so that you can start putting colour combinations together yourself from your wider marker collections that you've got at home. Awesome.
Right, I need to share with you the details for this. It is the Spectember taster bag. Now, this was another one. We had a handful of these left over from last night's Sarah Cartload show, so we thought we'd bring it back to you. That's £30 if you're in the UK or $45 if you're in the US. Now, I know it contains over £90 and over $130 worth of incredible spectrum Nile product. And this isn't just sort of stuff that, you know, we've had laying around the warehouse. This is brilliant, you know, current product that we've got in here. So you're going to get metallic pencils in this configuration. You've got 12 metallic pencils in here. We're going to give you also one of our gorgeous tri-blend markers. So we're going to throw one of those into here. We've also got some blending tools for you. So they are in there. I'm definitely going to run out of fingers at this point. So you're going to give you the square ones, and we're going to give you the round ones as well. So they're in there. We're also popped into here. Now, we call it a taster. We've put some art liners in here. We're giving you a whole pack of art liners. You've got all of them. Now, if you wanted to go back and watch last week's Colour Me Happy show, with the tri-blend and the art liners, you could be making some really fabulous mandalas using those. We're going to throw some of our aquatint jars of ink in here for you as well. So if you want to do all of your different inky techniques, so your shaving foam techniques, the salt techniques, you want to create all your own backgrounds, they're going to be amazing for enabling you to do that. We're also going to give you a taster of all of our, I'm having a good old rummage in here, I don't know if you can tell. We're going to give you a taster of all of our different ink pads. So we're going to throw in one of our quick dry ink pads for you. We're also going to put in one of our opaque pigment ink pads and one of our water reactive ink pads for you as well. So you've got a taster of all of them. We've then got as well some of our illustrators. You're going to get 4 illustrator markers in this configuration as well, which is awesome. And again, all really gorgeous colours in here. And you're going to get 6 of our aqua markers as well. Now, at full price, all of that comes to over £90 or over $130, and you've got it in. So it will be a colours may vary, but you will get one of everything. So you're getting our illustrators, you're getting aqua markers, you're getting metallic pencils, you've got aqua tints, you've got art liners, there's tri-blend in here, all of our ink pads, and then the blenders as well for you to use in there as well. Absolutely awesome. There are still these bags. We hope that we'd bring it to you and have it for the whole of September. However, I know a lot of the stock went yesterday in the show. So if you want it, you're going to need to be quick for it because it is, again, very, very busy. But you get all of that for that great price, which is awesome. £30 or $45. Right, Leanne, what are you up to over there?
I'm colouring in my bells, Joe. I love a bell at Christmas. I love images of bells. I like bells on my cards. I like bells hanging on my tree. I like bells to jingle in my hand. I really do just love a bell. I don't know why. I used to have them. I can't tell you that story.
I'm not going to press you because I know it could be rude.
It's not. It's not at all. It's just about Christmas morning and the sound of bells.
Right.
But it's before 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And so we might be watching with the family.
Right.
So I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Right,
so
you'll tell us afterwards, I'm sure.
I'll tell you after. Yes, I'll tell you after.
Maybe you're a campanologist in a previous life. Maybe that's what it is.
Is that what? A whatty?
A campanologist.
What's a campanologist?
A campanologist is a bell ringer.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I just thought it was a bell ringer.
Yeah, no,
is that like an arboriculturist is like a tree person? So it's got a proper name. It doesn't even sound like bells.
Yeah, campanology.
Campanology.
The ringing of church bells. And some of them, you've seen them, they hang on to them and they shoot up in the air and come back down.
They do. I mean, all you would see if I tried to be a campanologist is 2 little feet. I'd be hanging on the end of the rope because I wouldn't want it, because I think you've got to let go. Does the rope suck you up?
They do, they throw you up in the air. It looks all sorts of fun.
Would it lift you off the floor?
Yeah. You pull it down and then all of a sudden, woohoo, up you go again.
And if you didn't let go, would you go with it?
You can only about, I think they do. So yeah, it takes you off the floor like 4 or 6 foot, and then you go back down. And that's the idea. Yeah, you go up and down on the. Honestly, Google it.
I'm going to Google it. That sounds like something they need to put in a theme park. That's right up my street, Joe, because I love a bell. Right. So I am colouring my bells, Joe. And so what I'm using is the set that has the browns and yellows in. And I'm starting with my mimosa and gold, and then I'm going to use a little bit of natural brown as well, all in the same collection. Now I'm going to start colouring my bell, and I'm going to do exactly as we did before. So I'm going round the perimeter, and I'm using the lightest of the yellows, you can see that, and doing as I always do, preserve my highlight in the centre. And I'm going to go around and fill in, because this bell isn't very big, so I can do most of the bell in one go. Ink isn't going to dry by the time I get round to it. So there we go. Then I'm going to take the darker yellow, and with the darker yellow I'm going over the top again of that lightest colour. I'm coming into the centre a little bit more, and then I'm doing the same round here where my shade would be. Then I'm picking up my lighter yellow and I'm coming back in little circles at the edge of that darker colour, bringing that out into the centre of my preserved highlight, and I get a really lovely bell being coloured. However, look at how, I mean, this is lovely, but look how much more dimension this bell's got than this bell. This is like a special bell. This is just an okay bell. And that's because, okay is a technical term, that's because I've used my brown. Now, usually we wouldn't be telling you to mix colours together, and this is what I love about this set, these sets, because it gives you all the different colours that you can use the two colours that we've given you together and get a good result. But then you can start to mix in the other colours in the collection, which teaches you about colours from the same colour family or the same side of the colour wheel, to give you that real accent and depth, and using different colours to bring out other colours that you're using. And that's where this brown comes in. So what I can do now with this earth brown is go around just a tiny little bit, so not too much. What you don't want to do is swamp the colour, swamp the image with this accent colour, we're going to call it. It's just in the very little areas, the very corner areas. You can see that's already made that pop. And then what you do is take the darker yellow again and up to the edge, colour to it, colour it in just to the edge of it, not right over the top of it. And that brings that out into that layer of dark colour that you put on there. There we go, so you can see how that's working, just going up to the edge of it. Blends that into the base colour, and then if you take your light again into your preserved highlight and just bring that middle colour back out into your preserved highlight, look at the difference you've got in your bells by just bringing that extra little brown in out of that collection. It makes a massive difference, doesn't it? And you can see once you've coloured in your ribbon alongside, and I used my vintage greens there from the little Santa collection to do the ribbon on the top, those bells really take on some beautiful 3D dimension and shine, don't they? And that's just adding the little bit of brown around the outside.
Awesome. They look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank
My
you.
mum, you'd hate it, Leanne, used to have back in the day really, how can I put this? She had plastic, yellow plastic bells on her Christmas tree once upon a time.
Oh my word.
And they were tied on with a bit of ribbon. They were yellow plastic on the front, and if you turn them round, didn't have any colour on the back, the bells. They were just like colour on one side, so if they twisted round, you'd see their bare behinds.
Oh.
I know, not good, is it?
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Lots of people are talking about their favourite Christmas film still in the comments, Leanne.
Yeah.
Wendy says Muppets Christmas Carol is her favourite, same as producer Laura. Rudolph is Robin Miller's favourite Christmas movie. Oh, Katie Henderson, this is a good one. The Holiday, solid choice.
Oh,
There.
yes.
Everyone in the gallery is with you there. Diane says Home Alone and Elf are her favourites. Elizabeth says my niece was given a life-size cardboard cutout of Elf Secret Santa present. She had to take him home on the London Underground.
Oh, I would love that. That's fantastic. Honestly, I would be very happy with a full-size cutout of Elf. We took Peter and his friend to see that when it first launched at the cinema. And oh my word, you know the bit in the movie where the what's his name, Will Ferrell does, did you hear that bit in the movie?
Yes.
Honestly, that when he's done the big belch after the big bottle of Coke, honestly, on the way home in the car, 2 8-year-olds repeated that probably 60 times in the back of the car to each other, and then guffawed for the whole journey home. My husband and I weren't in the best mood when we pulled on the drive, Let's put it that way, after hearing that on repeat about 60 times in the car. But it's remained a very firm favourite in our household, I have to say. Very firm favourite.
Beatrice says that hers is the Grinch. Melissa as well. Melissa says her dog loves this show. Every time we say mimosa, her dog goes and sits in front of the TV. He thinks that we're calling him. So she must have a dog called Mimosa, which is super, super cute. Claire says she's loved all the shows today so much. It made me feel so Christmassy. And Donna's saying she loves all of the Spectrum Noir products as well. There's lots of great sort of things going on throughout the month. Definitely keep your eyes on our social media, on our website, to see all the different things that are going on as part of Spectember across the whole month on our website. These candles look beautiful.
I really love colouring these because you can actually be quite random with them. You don't have to worry about getting them too fully coloured in. So for example, look at this one with a little sepia image there. Look how fabulous that is. And I just did that little sepia piece there, and then all you would do is the little bits of holly in the same. That was just 2 pens. That was your tea rose and linen from the brown collection. I love that in terms of being able to do the sepia. And now I'm actually just using the yellows from the same collection, the same yellows that I coloured my bells with. And I really love it because you can be quite random, I suppose is the word, because you know the wax drips, doesn't it? So you don't have to be too worried about being really, really precise with this. So you can get it done in no time at all, and it looks absolutely fab.
Really beautiful. I love how you can just be quite I was going to say slapdash, but that doesn't sound like the right word.
Well, I was trying to think of a word like slapdash, but slapdash absolutely communicates what I'm doing.
Laissez-faire.
Oh, laissez-faire.
Yeah.
I love a little bit of laissez-faire.
If we're being classy. Because we are two classy people, you know, Leanne.
Oh, gosh, we are. We're class personified.
We really, really are. Some laughter in the gallery there, Leanne.
I mean, I don't know why that's funny.
Me
Quite
neither.
honestly. I don't know why that is funny.
Gwen Terry says, I love hearing the bells ringing in church after midnight mass. So beautiful. Close your eyes and let it take you away, ringing and echoing in your being. Just lovely, which is fabulous. I've got a pair of scissors here. Do you want me just to chop that bit off on the front?
Hang on. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Spectembers
Right.
to push it back.
Okay.
How's that?
Awesome.
Will that work? Does that... Yes. Yes.
Much better.
That's what I mean, it doesn't look good. I'm all about the forehead right now. But
we got matching foreheads now.
If it keeps the hair out the way, I'm all right to go with the look. I'm sure you won't hold it against me. Dear. Right, so you'll just keep going with your candle, Jo. You can be laissez-faire, as you said. And actually, you could use your 2 golden colours and get it really coloured in this way. Or you could use the lighter lemon and the linen colour, which is more of a flesh colour, linen, there we go. You could use the lighter lemon in the linen and get a lighter colour if you wanted to. So you see, you can actually go with a dark golden candle, you can go with a lighter lemon candle, you can even do your sepia candle with these colours that you've got in this collection. Look at that, 1 stamp, 3 different ways, plus your beautiful golden bells. And really, that's just 1 set of pens, except with the addition of the little green there, and that stamp plate. And look at all of the different looks you can achieve. And they all look great, I think, Jo.
Really, really beautiful. So much that you can do with them. Now, very, very busy. Most of you going, in fact, for both the brand new pens and the stamps that go with them as well. They are both available, of course, individually, though, as well. And remember, they are brand new configurations within your Classique markers, because you're getting the brand new 6 Classique markers in each one, but it is a 7-piece collection. Now that is because what you've got is a complementary metallic marker in each one of these as well, which is fantastic. So you've got contemporary Christmas, you've also got traditional Christmas, you've got the vintage Christmas, and you've got the stylish Christmas as well. You've got that bullet nib and you've got that chisel nib in each one of those too. So you can see there all of the gorgeous colours that you've got in there too, which is awesome. Now, in the big collection, you're also getting the stamps. Now, the stamps that you're receiving in here are Christmas Robin. You've also got Season's Greetings, Ho Ho Ho, Christmas Blessings, things. Deck the hall. So much fun. Sweet Christmas. Happy winter in there as well. So you're getting all of them. You can see you've not just got one focal image in each one of these stamp collections. You've actually got loads of embellishing stamps around there as well, which is awesome. And you've got your sentiments in each one of them too. So really, I mean, you've got at least, even the penguins, for instance, you've got two with the baubles there. You've got the tree and the bauble. So there's loads and loads of stamps in here for you. £70 or $100. What you're also going to get then, when you go for the two together, as a little bit of a bonus, is you're going to get some of our Nina cardstock, which is the perfect cardstock that you need in order to be able to do all of your alcohol marker projects, which is awesome. We're going to include that, and we're also going to include our alcohol proof dye for you as well. And this is our rustic brown that you're getting in there, which is awesome. Right, loads of you chatting away and having lovely conversations with us over on Facebook and YouTube at the moment as well. Remember though, if you want to watch and shop at the same time, it is easy. Here's all the details. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time, which is absolutely awesome. Big news on the big collection, which is where you're all going, because you're getting the best value and you're getting the 100 bonus points as well. Half of the big stock now has sold out and gone. It's really, really busy. A lot of you got this in your basket as well at the moment. So I'll try and keep you abreast of the stock situation as we go through the show. We're going to have a little look now at something that I showed you on a HSM preview a while ago, but I haven't actually seen them on a show. This is the first time I'm able to bring these to you, and I think they are adorable because the original Annabelle Spenceley stamps that we bought you guys absolutely loved them, and now what Annabelle has done is created with us this gorgeous Christmas range, which is wonderful. So what you've got in here, you've got Enjoy the Festivities, which is this one just here. You've then got this one, which is Twinkle Twinkle. Why am I seeing Office Christmas Party in this one? I don't know why, but I am. This one here is Oh What Fun, that you've got there with that gorgeous little elfie character. You've got Making Spirits Bright, which is this one here. I'm sure Sarah's got that dress, you know. Then we've also got Hello Winter, which is this one here. I love that reindeer there. It's super, super cute. You've got also From Our Home to Yours, which is that one there. This reminds me of that Leona Lewis song. I don't know why. You know the...
Oh, I love that.
That one. It's my favourite Christmas song.
Yeah,
Alone on Christmas Day, is it called, or something like that? I love it. I'm not going to sing anymore because I can't sing at all. You've then got Be Merry and Bright, which is wonderful. This would go gorgeous with that Nativity collection that we brought to you. If you want to see the Nativity collection, it's on this weekend as well. I believe it is it tomorrow or Sunday? I think it's Sunday, the Nativity collection is up. And also you've got here as well, Happy Holidays, which is awesome. You get all of them. I know, great price, isn't it? £30 to get 8 brand new Annabelle Spenceley stamp sets there, or $44. You've got a 20% saving on them as well, which is wonderful. These have been really popular, Leanne, and I can see why. They're super adorable, aren't they?
They're absolutely fantastic. I love them. I think these particular Annabelle Spenceley stamps are the best I've seen from Annabelle. Really, I adore them. And when you see what you can create here, what they look like, I think when you're looking at them in black and white when they've been stamped, you know, they're great. You can think, well, I want that in my collection. But when you see them coloured in and you see the samples that have been made with them, and what our fantastic design team have done, really, that's when they come to life. I mean, the reindeer that you showed, that you said you loved, Joe, absolutely beautiful stamp, but look at it when it's coloured in. I mean, it really does, with those markers, come to life. It's fantastic. I love that one. And this one, it's like, reminds me of that nursery rhyme, Wee Willie Winky. Wee Willie Winky runs through
Wee
the
Willie
town.
Winky?
Wee Willie Winky. Do you not know that one?
I don't think I know the story of Wee Willie Winky, no.
Wee Willie Winky runs through the town. Wee Willie Winky in his nighty gown. And then what comes? Now remind me, what comes after that? There's something about a light, I think, candle. It was in a nursery rhyme book years ago. Everybody's going to tell us. They're going to tell us in the comments. They're going to remind me about the next verse of Wee Willie Winky running through the town. We're going to look at the samples while I think about it. But this reminds me of that. And then look at this little guy here. I love that use of black in there. You wouldn't think about putting black on a Christmas card, would you? Or a dark grey. But it looks really fabulous. She's beautiful. Absolutely adorable hair. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the movement in her dress. And then you can see her in a different colourway. This one, she's a little rock chick on this Christmas card here. This is definitely for a teenager with a black Christmas tree and those lovely vintage colours on her dress. I love that. And you've got our little elf again here. And there he is there, looking a little bit more shiny. And I've got a couple more little examples here that I want to show you. I'm just going to grab them over and catch them for you because these are absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That's using that nativity collection that you said's coming up at the weekend, Joe.
Oh yeah, the Holy Night die.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
and you can see Oh Holy Night, but using your Annabelle Spenceley. This is what I love about showing samples like this because it shows you wouldn't think about putting your nativity die in a big aperture like that with a nativity paper pad that you might already have at home, and then using an Annabelle Spenceley stamp on there. You might think you've got to use all the nativity dies that came in the collection, but no. Look how fabulous that looks. And you can see here with all the parcels, this is always me shopping at Christmas. Here's for the happy couple at Christmas. How lovely is that? Here's our little reindeer again. He's looking absolutely gorgeous. I love her blue hair. We've just got a new member of staff this week, Joan. She's got the most amazing green hair.
Green hair?
Yes. Oh, my word. Her hair. She's like a mermaid. She's like our own personal mermaid in the office.
Personal mermaid. What I always wanted.
Fabulous. Honestly, she walked past and I was like, who is that fabulous person with that amazing hair? And she's our new social media person. She's fab.
Oh.
But you can see all of these fantastic coloured Annabelle Spenceley stamps here. And I love the fact that you can make it look really kind of vintage and aged as well if you want to. The possibilities with these for you are endless, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I really do.
Beautiful. Well, I've got an update for you on Wee Willie Winky.
Oh, have you?
I have. Do you want to hear Wee Willie Winky in its entirety?
Yes, please.
Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs, in his nightgown, tapping at the window, crying at the lock. Are the children in their bed? For it's past 10 o'clock. Hey Willie Winky, are you coming in? The cat is singing purring sounds to the sleeping hen. The dog spread out on the floor and doesn't give a cheep, but here's a wakeful little boy who will not fall asleep. Anything but sleep, you rogue, glowering like the moon, rattling in an iron jug with an iron spoon, rumbling, tumbling round about, crowing like a cock, shrieking like I don't know what, waking sleeping folk. Hey Willie Winky, the child's in a creel, wriggling from everyone's knee like an eel, tugging at the cat's ear and confusing all their thrums. Hey Willie Winky, see there he comes.
Well, thank you, George. You know what? That was like Jack and Nori.
Was it?
Yeah.
Do you know what?
I was at home.
Tom Hardy's shook. I see you, Tom Hardy. I'm coming for you.
Yeah, he was shaking in his shoes. He was worried about the competition he's got right there. So, I love that. That was one of my favourite nursery rhymes when I was little. We had a Christmas nursery rhyme book and we used to always read that one. So thank you for reminding me. It was very nostalgic, Joe.
I've never heard it before.
Have you not?
Never.
Oh, my gran used to read that one. So we've got two of our... We've got two of our fabulous Annabelle Spenceley stamped here. We're going to have a look at how to colour them. And we're going to do that lovely little girl with the lantern. And we're going to have a look at our little reindeer as well.
Sharon says she has a problem with the hair, Leanne, so she'd love any tips when it comes to colouring hair on stamps like this.
Oh, okay. Well, we can definitely have a look at that while we're
Awesome.
doing it. We'll do the dress and then we'll do a little bit of hair as well. Why not? And my glasses are doing an amazing job of keeping my hair out of the way, I think.
Awesome. They're doing a fantastic job.
So what I'm going to do is take the two greens from the vintage collection, or is it traditional? Traditional, with the greens and reds, isn't
Traditional?
it? Traditional, yeah. And what I'm doing is just putting in some guidance for where the folds would be on the dress. Now, this is just about where it will be dark and where it will be lighter, and it looks nothing right now, but this is just you getting some ideas down in terms of where you want to add colour later. So once we've done that, then what you can do is come in with your darker colour and start to add in some of that shade. And then what we will do is bring that out with the lighter green. And by doing this, it then creates for us the folds in the fabric of the dress. So you can see that the dress looks like it's got movement here. And all we're doing is creating that by putting in these little peaks of the darker colour. Once you've done this, then what you do is take your lighter colour and then you start to colour in between. And if you're doing this at home and you start and you think, oh, that looks like a right old mess, well, don't worry about it, because all you're doing is you're just putting your thoughts down now about where the colour's going to go. And then you start with your colouring proper. So you can bring your lighter colour now up to those darker areas. And we'll start to fill them in. And remember, we preserve our highlights in some places. So I'm going to leave some little white areas. So they're the lighter green later. And they're in the centre of the folds of the dress. I start to bring this in. And then that's starting to look a whole lot better already. I then get the darker green. And I start to add a little bit more of this in now. So I can really get some definition in the folds where I want them to be. Bring that up. And then I just start to build up the layers, Jo. So I don't just leave it as it is. I start to layer my colour by really saturating the cardstock. And that's where I get the lovely blend.
When I first used pens, alcohol markers for the first time, I think I was a little bit afraid to lay down too much ink. Because you know what it's like, don't you? When you're a kid, right, you're using cheap pens, Leanne, and a cheap colouring book. You put too much colour down, it all just starts to sort of warp, doesn't it? And you end up ruining it. But I think then, with that in mind, when I started to use alcohol markers, I was a little bit sort of sheepish with putting the colour down. I think that's where I was going wrong for a long time.
I think a lot of people do the same. I think they just want to put, you know, they just want to go like that and it's coloured. Where actually you can see what I'm doing is really saturating the cardstock. A lot of colours going down there, but that's how you get a really good, smooth, dense blend, and you get that lovely difference between the light and shade. And you would just keep building that up, Jo, all over the dress, and then the dress would look just as lovely as we have here.
Beautiful.
These were done with different coloured markers, by the way,
Okey-doke.
but you can see the same effect with the vintage colour that we're getting there. Now, if we want to have a look at how to do the hair, let's grab a couple of markers to do that.
I'm liking the specs on the head. I feel like it's like you're on holiday, Leanne. It's like you're on the Amalfi Coast. You've just stopped for some lunch. You know, you're about to have an ice cream.
Yeah, and I've got a nice shopping basket down here, and I've got a baguette and my pâté ready to.
Perfect.
Is the Amalfi Coast Italy or is it France?
Sorry?
Amalfi.
Amalfi is Italy, but I wasn't going to correct you. Don't worry.
Thank you. Well, it's a bit like that Frexinet, isn't it? You know.
Oh, we can't just leave that there. There's a well-known brand of carver in the UK, and it is pronounced Freixenet with an X. But Leanne thought it was called Frexinet, which is now a sense of utter amusement for all of us.
And they didn't laugh at me hilariously. They didn't guffaw. They didn't guffaw at me at all, and they don't ever bring it up to me.
No.
No, never. I'm allowed to just forget that ever happened.
Of course.
However, a very classy friend of ours, Laura, who is class personified, really, she also thought it was Frexinet.
She did, yeah.
So
and that's your classy yardstick, apparently. So you were right with that.
I'm all right with that because you're quite right. That is my classy yardstick. So I'm okay that Laura thought that too. So I feel justified now, and I don't lose sleep about it anymore. So you can see all I'm doing is flicking in little lines with my bullet tip, and you see I'm doing it up into the centre, and then leaving some preserved highlight again, and you'll just keep building that up, and you will leave some little white pieces as well, but rather than it being too white, what we can do is bring in some of the flesh tones, which will help with that, and then just build up all of the little flicks as you go. Especially with an open space like this for hair, you don't need to worry about it being too photo real, for goodness sake. At the end of the day, it is just a coloured character with some movement in her hair. And then if I bring in the finished one, you'll see how that has been done in exactly the same way, just with a darker colour. And it's just the little lines, and then they just all meet up in the middle. And that is it basically. It's just a series of little lines. And this has got a bit of white gel pen in there just to give those highlights if that's what you want to do. So very, very easy to do. I hope that's helpful for you. So you're going to use flicking motions rather than a smooth blend motion, and then just let all of those little pieces overlap, and then you get that lovely movement in the hair.
Awesome. That is looking absolutely beautiful. I just need to let you know really quickly, Leanne, that taster bag that we shared with you, over 60% of the taster bag has gone. After Leanne's demo sort of section here, I'll give you a run for everything that's included there, but it's just wanted to let you know it's very, very busy. Sharon, did that answer your question? Let me know again in the comments if that has sorted out your hair dilemma there. Oh, Leanne's just got my favourite stamp out.
Oh, I love this one. Do you love it, Joe?
I think it's
your
brilliant.
Favourite, I do. I think the reindeer's face is just fantastic. And actually, I'd be fussy cutting this reindeer's head out and then 3D'ing it up so it was coming forward with some 3D glue gel. I think that would look fantastic.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm just adding a little bit of red. I'm going with my traditional collection again and adding the colour in here, as we can see. So I'm just going in with the red on her little dress there, and then I would do the same for her hat. Going in with the darker colour now. See, I've left my preserved highlight again, my little white area. So coming in here with the darker colour, and then come with my lighter again, back out into my preserved highlight, and I've got a really lovely dimensional little dress happening there.
I could watch you colour these all day. And I guess the thing is, they're not huge stamps, are they? So they're not going to require, you know, too much time, I'm guessing, Leanne.
No, it's very, very quick. Yeah, very quick indeed. And the colours come together so easily. And that is because we've picked fabulous colour combinations in these specific limited edition Christmas collection sets. And of course, don't forget, you've got those fabulous metallics in there as well to do your handwriting in your card if that's what you want to do, or to add some little metallic flecks and highlights to your colouring in. Of course, you can do that too. I would be doing that on the little star here on his antler. I'd be doing that in the metallic pen that comes in. So I'm just going to put some dark colour in here too now. There we go. So some dark, you see, I'm always preserving my highlight. That would be my biggest top tip for you guys at home when you're doing your alcohol colouring, is to always leave a little bit of preserved highlight, a little bit of white that you're going to come back in and fill in at the last minute. And what that does is mean you haven't saturated that piece of cardstock with colour, so it's the lightest colour, and then that gives you that lovely shine and dimension that you can see there. We've also got the perfect flesh tones in this collection, Joe, so you can use some of your colours that you've got in that lovely brown collection. Remember, we did the little Santa's face earlier, so we've got linen and cream, so linen and cream, and then I would add a little bit of my EB2 in it as well, to just give a little bit more colour to the face if that's what you want to do. But let's have a look at how these would work. So we're going to start with FS6, and we're colouring that in.
A lot of people are loving these demonstrations. Adele's saying, love this demo, Leanne. I've always avoided character stamps because I was confused by how to do them, so thank you. I'm going to give this a go.
That's good.
Lorna Jane says, beautiful, I'm already looking forward to snow after these demos. Oh, we haven't had snow. We had it briefly, didn't we, earlier this year in January or February, but it didn't really lay. Did it lay for like one morning? That was it. We all couldn't get into work.
Yeah, absolutely. There was just a tiny little bit. It was like it threatened, didn't it, Joe?
Like a flurry, wasn't it?
Like
and it did lay, but just for one morning, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Nancy saying she loves the reindeer as well. It's also her favourite. Lynn saying she loves the reindeer as well. And Debbie says, I love it when you two do Colour Me Happy. We love it when us two.
We love it.
We love it when us two do Colour Me Happy as well.
Do you know what? It just sets me up for the weekend. I love doing Colour Me Happy. It just makes me so much happier on a Friday, and I just go home with a lovely warm glow of, do you know, I've had a lovely couple of hours with Joe there doing Colour Me Happy, and then it's just great. I love it.
And then you have a gin and that glow gets warmer, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. That's true. And then I'm on fire.
It's a raging fire by about 11 p.m.
So So you see, I just used a little bit of the EB2 there, just to give it a little bit more shadow in her face for when I've got those two light colours. Works absolutely fine, works perfect. And then we can move over to our collection, which might be it's got the pinks, the turquoises and the corals in, Joe.
It is the, it's the stylish Christmas.
Stylish. So she's getting some stylish cheeks. So I'm using the coral just to give her a little bit of a Christmas blush, which you can see there. And then you would just keep colouring that in with your collections and you've got all the perfect colours that you need. It's great.
I love it. It's looking absolutely awesome. Remember, it's one of just so many things that you can do. I did say I'd give you another run through, didn't I, of the taster bag. Yes, it is Spectember. Now, for those of you who don't know, Spectember is a yearly. How many years has it been going on now, Leanne? It's a few, isn't it?
About 3, isn't it?
About 3 years. I think Sarah said 3 years last night. Yes, so it's basically, we do some amazing things celebrating the great brand that is Spectrum Noir, which is one of our Crafters Companion brands. So what we decided to do is we do a taster bag. Now, the idea of a taster bag is that we give you an amazing deal. Now, as you can see on your screen, £30 or $45 to get your hands on this. I'm having a good old rummage. There's so much good stuff in here. What you're going to get is over £90 or over £130 worth of products in here. So what you're going to get is you're going to get some of our aqua tints. Now, this one here has got the falling leaves. Now, you will get one. Colours will vary on these different products that you've got in here. So you're going to get some of those. You're also going to get some of our metallic pencils as well, which are absolutely gorgeous. These are really wonderful. And these would work great with your metallic pens that you've got included in your new Classique configurations. You're going to get, I know, check it out. You're going to get some of our aqua markers in here. You're going to get some of our ink blenders. Now, you're going to need the ink blenders because we're going to give you some fabulous ink pads in here as well. So we're going to give you a little bit of a taster. So you're going to get one of a few different ranges. You're going to get one of our quick dries, which is one here. We're also going to give you one of our water reactives, and you're going to get one of our pigments too. So you're getting all of that in there. You're then going to get also fine line. Now, it's not really a taster because this is all of the fine line. They've only just come back in stock. You're getting these included as well. Now, I believe off the top of my head, these are $11.99 on their own, which is awesome. So you've got those in there. You've also got one of our tri-blend markers for you to try as well. Now, with the tri-blend and the art line, if you want to do mandalas, you're going to need to pop yourself back to Colour Me Happy last week and have a look. We had a great show with Baz. And if you could do all those techniques with just one tri-blend and with your art liner. So there's some great technique for you there. And we're also going to give you some of our illustrators included as well. All of that. So the value is really quite unbelievable. As I said, over £90, over $130 worth of product in there for that incredible price. And it's all about you trying a few different things from our beautiful Spectrum Noir range. Over 60% of the stock though of the bag has gone. We hoped that we would launch it. We launched it yesterday in the Sarah cartload last night, and we did hope that it would last for the month, but for the whole month of September. But that is not the case. It is very, very busy on that bag. £30 or $45 if you want to get your hands on yours. Right, we're going to go back to where we started actually with the main collection. So remember what you're getting in here. You're getting 4 brand new collections of our Classiques. So these have been rebundled, these pens, to enable you to do all of your festive projects with them. So whereas in the past we'd bring them to you in their colour families, is the sort of most accessible way, these have now been put together for allowing you to do Christmas projects. So you're going to get contemporary Christmas, stylish Christmas, traditional Christmas, and you've got vintage Christmas in there as well. You're going to get all of those gorgeous pens, which is awesome. Now, not only that, in this collection you're getting 8 brand new sets of stamps as well. You're going to receive in here the Robin. You're also going to get Season's Greeting, Ho Ho Ho, Christmas Blessings, Deck the Hall, Snow Much Fun, Sweet Christmas, and Happy Winter. Now you'll see, you're not just getting one focal image in here, you're getting embellishing stamps, you're getting sentiment stamps as well. So I would say one of those is at least one gorgeous project. You're then going to be also able to mix and mingle the stamps together. Take some from the Penguin set, use them with the Bauble set, create scenes as well using these. There's loads that you can do with them. They're great value for money. almost 60% of this big bundle has sold out and gone. This is the best way to get the value, because remember what you're also getting in here as well. You're also then going to get some of our Nina cardstock, which is awesome. This is the cardstock that's perfect for doing all of your alcohol marker projects, which is awesome. So you're going to get 16 sheets of the Nina cardstock, and you're going to get the, turn that the right way around, you're going to get the rustic brown alcohol proof dye finesse ink pad, which is awesome. £70 or $100. And oh yeah, as if that wasn't enough, we're going to give you 100 bonus points as well, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, do you know what, I'm not really a stamper, but I do love the idea of getting those pens. Fear not, we've got you covered, because you can get the pens on their own if you want. £35 or $53 if you want to get them. Details are there on the screen for you. Or, on the other hand, if you maybe are a stamper, but you're not an alcohol colourist, maybe you've already got Tri-Blends or Classiques, or, sorry, not Classiques, Illustrators, or you want to use your aqua markers to colour these in. You can get the stamps on their own. 51 stamps in here for £30 or $41, which is awesome. Remember, you can use your Club Inspired discount across absolutely everything in our shows as well, if you want to. M Partner, she's just received her bag already today. She must be one of those savvy crafters that ordered on Wednesday when the deals went live, I reckon. But she's received it and she absolutely loves it. She says it's amazing. And Rosara saying as well, I just love how Annabelle spent these stamps. I just finished colouring 2 of each stamp and putting the cards together as well. I finished 6 yesterday as well. Well, do you know what, Rosara? We'd love to see a picture. Pop us a picture. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. Send us your pictures and we'll do our best to show some of those before the end of the show. Right, Leanne, what do you fancy sharing with us next?
So we're doing another little Annabelle Spenceley. I think they really colour in beautifully, and I just love using them with these collections of markers. I've just done her skin using the collection which has all of the browns and golds in, and I used the linen and cream, and then I used the corals from the Stylish collection to give a little bit of extra dimension and blush. And I think her skin looks fantastic, doesn't it, doing that? And then I'm using my traditional collection, and I'm going to use the lovely kind of vintage lavenders from here. So I've started with the lightest colour, as you've seen me do with the red on the Santa earlier, and now I'm going to continue with the darker colour that I've got here. So the darker colour is going over the top, and you can see I'm doing tiny little colour motions because I don't want too much. And this is another top tip for you, I think, guys. When you're colouring a small area, you only need a tiny bit of colour for the dark to bring that out. If you flood it with too much, that's when it gets to be flat in one colour. So you only use a tiny little bit. And then you go up to the edge of that with this lightest colour, you colour to the edge and you bring it all out into the middle and then into your preserved highlight, and you get that lovely purple which has got the dimension on there. So just to show you that again, we start with the lightest colour and we're just doing a tiny bit. Here we go, tiny bit. There we go. And then we're going to take the darkest colour and we're going to do a tiny little outline. So it's just a tiny amount just to get that shade and shadow in there. And then we preserve our highlight, keep it white again. And then we take, oh, wrong side. We take our lighter colour of the two and then we do tiny little circular motions all the way up to that darker colour, all the way out into that preserved highlight. You see how we get that lovely kind of vintage, regal, royal purple jacket on her. I love that. I wouldn't mind. I think we should all have issued beautiful purple velvet jackets with white fur.
Oh,
Crafts Companion.
Sequin jackets. Sequin jackets.
Oh, you can have sequins. I'll have velvet.
Velvet jackets and sequin ties.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so amazing.
It would look fantastic, wouldn't it? They need to be issued for Christmas. They really do.
Well, I tell you what, Leanne, if anyone's going to make it happen,
well, yes, that's
we're looking
true.
at you.
Okay, leave it with me, guys. I will make sure that that happens for Christmas. I'll do my very, very best to make that happen. I'm going to do the tree now. So I'm using the same colour set, that lovely traditional colour set that we've got. So they were the lovely antique kind of real mauvey colours in there. Now I'm going to use the greens and I'm going to do my tree. So I'm taking the lightest colour green and I'm just starting to build the layers on this tree now. So it's going lighter there and then lighter under here. Now the reason I'm doing this colour up here first is because it would be lighter at the top and then underneath here it will be darker. That's what's going to build up the dimension. So I'm going back again. Now this is with my darker colour over the top. So remember, we always get a layer of ink down first to get an easier blend. That's the way I prefer to do it. I need to check what Baz does actually. I need to watch that show. I caught a lot. I'd been out and done my food shopping, and so I missed a little bit. I missed the beginning, but then I sat down and watched the end.
Were you in the building when Baz was here?
No, I wasn't, no.
That's a shame.
I was very
you're always
sad.
saying he's a bit of a dish, Leanne.
I was very excited for meeting Baz, and then I wasn't even here. But I hear that Mrs. Baz was with him, so maybe...
Mrs. Baz was at the hotel.
Was she?
She was in the gym, I believe, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jim, Mrs. Baz. So yes, I wasn't here, unfortunately. Probably a good thing. I might have embarrassed myself. You know what I mean?
Maybe. He would have signed your mandala for you, though.
I'm sure he would have. Honestly, my hair, it's got a mind of its own today. It can't keep out of the act, can it?
Loads of people loving this show. Lots of people chatting away. Wendy says how much she loves the show. Hey Browsy saying Leanne is brilliant. That's what she says. Just that. Leanne is brilliant. Gwen says, I love the Annabelles. She loves planners and crafting by Beverly on YouTube. Says, I love when Leanne does Colour Me Happy. It always feels like I'm in a colouring school. And Sam agreeing, saying I love watching Leanne colour.
Oh, that's
little
so
fan club
kind.
going. What would they be called? Your fan club? You know, like Gaga has her little monsters, don't she?
Oh.
And the chivettes. That sounds like a cut of steak, doesn't it? Oh, I'll have the beef chivette, please.
I'll have the beef chivette. Oh, I like the chivettes.
The chivettes.
Oh, we need t-shirts.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine? We need V-neck t-shirts with sequin chivettes. Oh, a bit of sparkle.
Oh,
excited.
I feel like that's a thing, you know. I think it's going to definitely become a thing. The chivettes.
The chivettes. I'm a bit excited about that. I'll not lie. Yeah. So now I'm going to use the metallic marker. So you would continue colouring this, and you've got the idea. I mean, I can do her hair as well if you like, but I just want to show you when you've got these fantastic metallic markers included, what you can now do is make all of the lovely little metallic baubles on your tree. And that's great. Isn't that great? And then if you're getting the whole collection, you've got a few different colours of these markers, and so you can have some silver baubles, and you can have some gold baubles. You can have a little silver star.
Will the metallics go over the alcohol markers if you've coloured the background and you want to add detail? Is that fine?
Absolutely, that's what I'm doing. You can absolutely do that with no problem at all. And I'm just going to do the star on the top of the tree now as well. And I'm going to do that in a gold. And isn't that great, having that included metallic marker in there, which will work brilliantly and accent your collection and gives you that lovely little metallic shine.
I love
along with the alcohol colouring.
Love how much movement there is in this stamp as well. It really does look like it's got a lot of movement in it, which is awesome. What goes on top of your tree, Leanne?
We've got a fairy.
A fairy.
Yeah,
we always had a little fairy when I was a kid at home.
Oh, we've got a lovely fairy. Now, my sister-in-law, I'm going to have to try and find the photograph and show you. They've got a fairy, which they say is like me, like Auntie Leanne.
Really?
Yeah. And I always get a photograph from my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, and my niece and nephew every year, which says it's Christmas, Auntie Leanne's on the tree. Now, if I find a picture, we'll share it for you on one of these Colour Me Happies or another Crafters Companion show coming up soon. Because when you see it, you will either feel incredibly sorry for me, or you will laugh your socks off.
Probably be the latter, I'm guessing.
I think so, yeah, because can you remember those little dolls you used to get years ago? And it was like a little round-faced doll with rosy cheeks, little stumpy arms and legs, with a massive curly yellow booth. So they've literally got one of those and wrapped reams of lace around it and stuck a wand in its hand and called it Auntie Leanne and put it on the tree. Really?
I can't wait to see
I'll get a photograph of it to show you.
Vivian's asking, any tips on doing black hair? I've had a hard time getting it to look right, thanks.
Yes. So don't use black. Is the first rule.
Don't use black.
Don't use black, because all you're going to get is a flat, solid black. And actually, people with black hair, their hair isn't black. It's
not jet black, is it?
Not jet black, no, because that's just flat and solid. So what you need to use is your ice greys in the darker spectrum. So use from your, I would say, ice grey 5 up to 9 and leave some kind of white flecks. Use a little white gel pen to put some flecks in there, and you'll be surprised at how you get your black hair look and feel by just using those very dark greys instead.
Awesome. Top tip there, Leanne. Thank you for that.
Welcome.
Sarah Brown in Melbourne says, loving the colouring, Leanne. And Nora also says, I could watch Leanne all day colouring. Ray says, well, I place a huge bow or a large poinsettia that matches everything on top of my tree. What an amazing idea.
Oh, I like that idea.
Big poinsettia is a good one.
I
like
love
that.
the idea of that, but you know what it is? I kill them.
You kill them?
I mean, not on purpose. I'm not a poinsettia murderer.
Oh, talking of killing things, I've been away for a few days, away from the house, and I come back last night and one of my plants, Leanne. It's Steph the plant. It was in a bad way. Basically, I come home and it was very bushy before I went away and big, and I come home and it was limp and it had just all dropped.
Oh, I've not been
all
looking
of
after your plant for you while you've been away, Joe.
What? Do you know what? I watered it last night. I gave it a double helping of water. Oh,
Yeah.
it's born again. It's resurrected. I come down today, happy as Larry.
What kind
all
of plant is
firm
it?
and bushy again. I don't know. I'll have to get a picture so you can
show it to Mr. C.
identify it for me. The other one as well, which I thought wasn't doing very well at all, turns out I'm obviously just watering that too much because that's not been watered for a week. It's got 2 new shoots.
Which one's that?
That's my other one, my sort of long, nimbly one.
We need names, Joe. We need names.
Yeah, maybe I'll have
Botanical.
to work on some
Botanical
some
names.
Nimbly Nancy, we'll call that one. How about that?
Nimbly Nancy, but
Yeah.
But what kind of Nimbly Nancy is it? Is it?
I couldn't tell you what sort of plant it is. No idea. It's like a stick with some green bits coming out the top.
Oh, it sounds gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
It sounds like a plant I'd want.
It's really, really beautiful. But I've worked out there by going away. One needs less watering and one needs more watering. That's what it is.
Okay, well there you are. I like a cactus.
How? But you have to like never water those ones.
Well, so here's the thing. I thought that, but no. So you have to water them in the summer, but then there comes a point, and then that's it. You starve them. So in the winter, our cacti, we've got a lot. Don't get any water at all.
I wish someone had starved me in the winter.
Mr. C just does not give them any water whatsoever.
Wow.
They get no water.
None at all.
None at all. There's months of the year where they get nothing, and then they get quite a bit. And he feeds them properly and takes care of them. I'm going to think of some names for my plants, Joe. I'm feeling a bit plant envy that they've got lovely names.
You need names, yeah. They need names, definitely. Definitely need names.
I think I might call my big spiky one Sue.
Sue, big spiky Sue.
Big spiky Sue.
I like that one.
Yeah, spiky Sue.
Right, we're about to go down a plant black hole here. If we don't, let's steer this ship back on course.
Yeah,
right?
where are we with
Jennifer says on Facebook, awesome tips on black hair. I was thinking earlier I wanted a black cat, but couldn't imagine using a black marker. Then this was white as well. How are you getting on there as well? Just I don't want to move on before we had a look at what you've been up to.
While we had that lovely chat, I finished her.
Oh, lovely.
I finished Annabelle.
You must be enjoying this show because it's unlike you to finish projects.
I normally just do a little bit and move on, don't I? But I've really enjoyed, and I think it's nice for you at home to see a full imaged coloured every now and again, isn't it? From beginning to end, so that you can rewind this and do the same yourself at home. And look, that's just using 2 little pen collections there from that lovely bundle. And I think she looks gorgeous, and I love the fact that I've got the metallics in there, so I can put all of the little metallic accents on as well.
Beautiful. Right, I want to show you. You've been sharing some pictures with us, which we love, don't we, Leanne?
We do.
Samantha McDonald sent this one in to us. How beautiful is that? It's one of those little Annabelle Spenceley ones.
Oh, that's fantastic. I really love that, Sam. And do you know what? I haven't seen Sam for months. So
do you know Sam?
Yes, I do know Sam McDonald. She's a avid Crafters Companion fan. She always comes to Crafterganza. We've seen her in the store quite a few times. So I've known Sam probably for about 7 or 8 years. That was lovely, Sam.
She sent 3 in as well.
Look at her. She's been on a roll. Your colouring's
really
coming along, Sam. I can see your improvements there. You've been practising. Well done.
Kathy Horsley sent this one in for us as well. How gorgeous is that?
Oh, I love that, Kathy. I like the yellow hair. It's like Goldilocks, isn't it? I really love that.
Sandra normally takes notes on these shows, but she's been crafting along today. Look what she's achieved, Leanne.
Oh, well done. That's fantastic. Doesn't that look good? I really like that. Well
Really,
done.
really lovely.
Fabulous.
Oh, and Christine Rigioni's been colouring our favourite one as well. How beautiful is that?
Oh, look at the life in his face. He just looks happy, doesn't he?
So happy.
He does very good.
Talking happy, look at this happy chappy.
Hey, I'm going to be out of a job. I'm going to be out of a job if I'm not careful. All of these fantastic colours. Look at that. I love that. Look at the shine on that hat. That is fantastic. A lovely shine on his hat.
Love
there.
the shadow as well behind it. Looks beautiful.
Really good.
Really lovely. Right, I want to just quickly come back and I want to give you the details of the metallic marker craft kit. Now, this was something that was on last night's Sarah Cartlow show. And we had a few left over, so we thought we'd bring it in for you on to Colour Me Happy because it would be perfect for all of you colourists out there. Maybe you've not tried our metallic markers before. Remember, you're going to get 4 metallic markers in your classic configuration, but this is a great box to get you started them. In here, you're going to get 4 metallic markers. You're going to get stamps, card blanks, die-cut card blanks, envelopes, acetate sheets. You've got mirror card, your regular coloured card, adhesive pearls, metal charms, vellum, ribbon as well. It was all in here for you for that great price of £20 or $20. What I would also say as well, if you go around to the back here as well, you'll see you've got the link, get more information on our website. And the great thing is there are full video tutorials on this box for you. So it means that you're going to be able to be guided through all the different ways that you're able to use it. Over 230 elements. We say you're going to make 24 cards with this. It is a minimum of 24 because of course you're still going to have loads of it left over, and we're going to slap 50 extra bonus points on there for you as well, helping you get to the next level in the club, which means even better savings, which is awesome. Right, 60% of our main collection has sold out and gone. Remember exactly what you are getting in here. 4 brand new configurations of the classic markers there, as you can see. Really gorgeous, brand new configurations for you. In there, you get 6 classic pens. You also get a metallic marker in each one of those configurations as well. So you're going to get your classic pens. You're then getting as well the 8 brand new stamp sets as well, which is awesome because there are over 50 stamps across 8 different collections for you. You've got Christmas Robin, Season's Greetings, Ho Ho Ho, Christmas Blessings, Deck the Halls, so much fun, and also Sweet Christmas and Happy Winter in there as well. Nice focal images as well as embellishing stamps and sentiments in there. You've got a bit of everything, which is wonderful. Let me show you actually a few projects that have been created using these stamps, which is awesome. So you can see here you've got this gorgeous one. Now this one has been done using a couple of different bits. So you've got the baubles and the Christmas tree, but you could have quite easily brought in, I don't know, Santa and maybe the bells or the candles. You can really mix and match with these ones. Also think about stamping these out and then also fussy cutting with them as well. So the bow on here and the poinsettias, they've been fussy cut and then stuck back over the top, which is awesome. You've then got the penguin in here as well. I know this is one of Leanne's absolute favourites, this one. You've then also got the robin in here too, which is beautiful. Lots you're going to be able to do with that. You've got the snowman too. I must ask Leanne about colouring things in white when I get a second too. We've then got as well Santa, of course, absolutely iconic. What would Christmas be without Santa, eh? You've got those gorgeous bells here, and then finally, I reckon my producer Laura's favourite, we've got the gingerbread and the house as well. All of that for you, £70 or $100. Don't forget as well, you're not just getting that. What you're then getting as well is you're going to get the cardstock, which is fabulous, the perfect cardstock to enable you to create these gorgeous projects. And you're going to get that finesse alcohol-proof ink pad in there too. £70 or $100. And also you're going to throw 100 bonus points on there for you too. Now, if you did want to get this configuration is far and away the best way of getting the best value. If you did want to get the pens on their own, they're available for you on the website. You can grab those. They are £35 or $53, or you can get the stamps on their own as well. They're also available for you. They are £30 or $41. It's all it's busy across all 3 collections. Doesn't matter. It's up to you how you want to get them. But remember, make sure you get those brand new configurations and those gorgeous brand new stamps as well. Now, you've got a few more ideas of how you could use these over there, Leanne.
Yes, I do. I had a little nice display here. I've raided the display so I can show you all of the lovely samples. Look, you can just use, comes in with a gingerbread house. I love that. Just the little mug on its own is a happy hot chocolate season. And isn't that lovely? And sometimes, you know, when we're sending Christmas cards and what have you, it might just be about a winter season. It might not have to have religious connotations for everybody because they might not want that. And if that's the case, being able to send just a wish of the season, a happy hot chocolate season, that's great too, isn't it? And actually it's hot chocolate season all year round for me because I do love a hot chocolate with cream on and marshmallows and a flake and some sprinkles.
And marshmallows and a flake.
Oh yeah, marshmallows and a flake. Hello. And a swig of Baileys. Also in the hot chocolate. Oh,
Baileys.
Baileys. Oh, Baileys in your hot chocolate, Joe. It's divine. I love that little robin. He's a real traditional little robin, isn't it? We've had a robin coming into our garden for the last 26 years called Fred.
He's called Fred. Didn't he tell you? How did you find out it was called Fred?
Well, he told us.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
He came to the window when Peter was little and tapped on the window with his little beak and said, "Hello, I'm Fred." And there we go. And he's been coming back to the garden ever since.
Bless.
Yeah, no. There we go. And we've got that. Oh, I love. We're going to colour him next. He's such a happy little snowman, isn't he? I really do like him. Here's Santa. I really like that. It's fab. Putting him in the little aperture. And the fact that actually he's just a little half Santa, putting him into that circle aperture, it makes him look like he's popping through the window, doesn't it? And then fussy cutting the little scroll in his hand looks absolutely fabulous. I really do like this wreath. I love a wreath. We've talked about this before, haven't we? I love a wreath at Christmas. I do. I have them on most of the doors, internal and external. I really do like them.
I like the ones made out of baubles as well. That's what I quite fancy this year.
I'm fancying a crocheted wreath this year, Joe.
Crocheted wreath?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm fancying crocheting some like little things. And I've treated myself, Joe, to a crochet advent calendar. Isn't he gorgeous? I love the penguin. You know how we talked about the penguin and the snowman?
You love those two, don't you?
I love them. Love them, love them, love them. He's gorgeous, isn't he? I've got another really great example of him down here. Let me show you. He's just so cute. It's absolutely fantastic. Look at him. But look at his friend. Oh, hang on. I'm going to grab him from behind. He's not alone. You've got two different little penguins on there. I think he's my favourite. I think of the penguins on that stamp plate, he might be the cutest with his little jumper and his little hat on. It's fab, isn't it? That's another wreath. You've seen the wreath. We've got those lovely baubles in there as well, of course. And then you've got all of your sweet treats, which you can see here. Your lovely sweet treats there with the little gingerbread house, the drink. And I don't know what's in this one down here. This one. I wonder what's in there. I think that's just a posh hot chocolate.
What's in there? I think that's like a pumpkin spice latte.
Oh.
Gotta love a pumpkin spice latte.
I like a pumpkin
spice latte is already out. They're already out. If you go to that coffee shop, they've got them already. And the toffee nut latte as well.
Oh, no, you see, I do like that. I love a toffee nut latte. I love it.
Producer Laura's very class. She loves a peppermint mocha, apparently.
I don't think we can speak to her anymore. I think she's a...
I think
she's a cut above.
We have found our classy yardstick clearly, and it lies in the realms of a pepper nut. Pepper nut? No.
A pepper nut?
Pepper nut. That's when you get a squeeze of toffee nut and a squeeze of peppermint in. It's a peppermint mocha. There we are.
Peppermint mocha. So we're going to colour in the little snowmen now. Should we have a go? Why not?
We always get a lot of questions about colouring white things. Like I know clouds, snowmen, snow scenes. It's something that always generates a lot of questions, Leanne.
So what you need to do is not colour it white, not leave it white because it's flat again. A little bit like the explanation about the black, it's the same with white. It needs a little bit of colour in there. And if you look at the clouds in the sky, that's going to give you an indication because actually they've got a little bit of grey. Sometimes they might have a little bit of yellow or orange in there if the sun's shining. If it's a real sunset, you might have a little bit of mauve or purple. Try and really look at the colours that are casting shadows around you, and that'll help you use some of the lighter colours that you need to be able to colour things white and transparent. So you need a little bit of a hint of shadow in there, and then it depends where you are, the colour of the shadow that's being cast. So we'll do that with these and we'll see where we get, and you can let me know what you think. Awesome. So we're going to start with the collection, which is stylish. Why do I do that with the side of my mouth? Stylish. Why do I do that? Why can't I just say stylish? Why have I got to go stylish?
It's not stylish enough. It's more stylish.
Obviously, I'm just accentuating the word stylish. I have to say, I used to do the same with the word fish as a child.
With the word what? Fish?
I share far too much with you on these shows. I really do. But if my mum's watching, she will be howling.
What did you used to say?
I said the word fish, but in a particular way. We're talking two. You know, I was only 2. Please don't hold it against me. But I couldn't just say fish. I used to go, fish. Don't know why. Fish.
I love that.
Yeah. I did. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I did. Anyway, back to the snowman and less about the fish because we're not colouring any fish today. And we're going to colour him in really bright pop arty colours because I think he looks like a happy snowman. So we're going to go with some pink earmuffs, I think, Joe. So I'm using.
We all need.
Yeah, we do. Shall I use these or shall I use the other colours? I'm wondering, you know the collection down there with the bright pinks and the turquoises?
Why don't you mix and match?
Why don't? I think I'm going to do that because I want him to have nice bright pink
You do
earmuffs.
you, hon, as I say.
Yeah, I'm going to mix them up. Pulling him down. Here we are. There you can see. There he is. Pulling him down and keeping my booth out of the way and colouring at the same time. I mean, honestly, it's just honestly, I surprise myself.
Director Daniel's very spicy today, isn't he? Spicy sausage is very spicy today.
Spicy sausage is off the chart. He's a Scotch bonnet today.
He is a Scotch bonnet.
Yeah.
If he was a curry today, he'd be a what would he be?
He'd be a fowl.
He'd be a fowl. That's what he'd be. Yeah, he's
would.
very spicy today.
Yeah, he would. He's pushing his luck. He's brave because he's in the other studio, and so therefore he can be cheeky to me about getting my hair in the shot, knowing that I can't slap the back of his head. Not that I ever would use violence, of course. Digging myself a hole there. No, definitely not. I wouldn't do that, especially.
Oh, right. I was going to save you. A lot of people
Save me, Joe.
A lot of people talking about hot chocolate. Carol Ann says, I love hot chocolate. Tempted to make one now, Eliane has said so. Kay's got the best idea. She has hot chocolate in the morning during winter. In the morning, starts the day off with hot chocolate.
Well, no, that's a very French thing to do.
Is it?
Yes.
You'd be in a great mood if you had a hot chocolate every morning, wouldn't you?
Yes, that's a very French thing to do. Instead of a coffee, or like for breakfast in the morning, is a big bowl of hot chocolate, and you dip your croissant in.
Oh, yes,
and
please.
Breakfast. It's a very French thing to do.
Rosalind says she pops a little bit of Bailey's and Kahlua in hers. Makes it absolutely delicious. Loads of love for these stamps as well. Hey Brailsy loves the penguin. Michelle really loves the penguin as well. Asudi saying thank you for all the top tips on black and white colouring. And Shannon says she loves all of the bright colours as well. A lot of love for both of these new classic configurations. Remember, you're getting 6 pens in each pack, but you're also getting a metallic marker in each one as well, which is awesome, giving you a little bit of bling, which we all love a little bit of bling, Leanne, don't we? Let's face it.
Oh, I do. I love a little bit of bling. I think life's just a little bit sad without a little bit of bling in it, isn't it? It just cheers you up, especially at Christmas. We need a little bit. Especially at Christmas, you need a little bit of bling in your life. Definitely. Right, so I'm just using the turquoise colours here. I am mixing it up a little bit. So the turquoise colours are from the collection which has the pinks, the greens and the turquoises in, Joe. Which collection's that? The
turquoise, the pinks, the greens and the turquoise. So you are looking at the stylish one.
No, I'm not. Stylish has got pinks and corals in.
Contemporary Christmas, which has got mint blue and the teal and the ice green.
That's the one. Yeah. That's the fella. That's what I'm using. So I'm just using lots of different like pinks and turquoises, and it's just like a nice contemporary Christmas, isn't it? And some folks don't like traditional for Christmas, and I'm always interested to find out from everybody, and maybe everybody who's watching can let us know. Are you a traditional colourway at Christmas, or are you contemporary? Because there was a trend for a while for black Christmas trees, wasn't there?
Yeah, I remember that.
Can you remember that? I didn't have one. But I can remember that.
Yeah, we have to be very careful when we talk about, Christmas trees and colourways, because it gets, it's very subjective, isn't it?
It's personal.
So all I'm going to say is very subjective. And sometimes it can be a little bit divisive at times as well.
Yes.
So...
And I have very strong feelings about a Christmas tree.
So I need to get thinking about it. So obviously, I'm buying my first home. I've just found out, hopefully it's going to be in the next couple of weeks, finally.
Exciting.
Next 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully I'll finally get the keys and be in. It's been going on for like a year. But I need to decide what colourway I'm going to go with for Christmas. So I'll tell you what, we've only got 20 minutes left on this show. But why don't you let me know in the comments on Facebook or YouTube what colourways I should go for. I was thinking, I wouldn't quite go that that far, Laura. Laura said the one with the highest votes, you've got to do it. You know, it's one of those, it's going to take a lot of thinking about it. Or either a Christmas colourway or a theme. It's completely up to you. You let me know in the comments. But I was thinking, I quite like all of those really modern Christmas baubles that you can get now. You know, in the certain shop, the certain card shop. Do you know the ones I mean?
I do.
No, the
It
other
begins with
one.
a P.
Begins with, yeah, Paper Chase, that's the one. And they have a lot of, and you have ones in there that are like, oh, what are they like? They're like McDonald's chip cup cones who's the goddess of the sea? Poseidon's not the goddess of the sea, is he?
Poseidon's a man.
Poseidon's just a man,
Yeah.
nearly a man.
Venus. Venus is the goddess of the sea, isn't it? Is it Venus? I think it is Venus. Isn't it Venus who comes out of the shell and she's got the pearl in her hand? Oh, it's Ariel, is it? Oh, well, of course it is because she's the mermaid. Oh.
No, the god of the seas, not the goddess, the god of the sea.
The god of the sea. Well, that's Poseidon.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's Poseidon. Now, Joe, I'm sad that I've just learned that because I had a huge collection of those kitsch glass baubles.
Oh, no.
And they were like, literally like you say, McDonald's chip cartons and like baseball boots and
all sorts.
Mermaids and radios, like vintage radios, just a really eclectic collection.
Random.
They were given to me as a gift. I hope the person who gave them to me isn't watching.
Wow.
The person who it was given to me as a gift, and it was a lovely, lovely idea, but they were just never going to go with any of my themes, so I sold them on eBay.
I thought he was going to say you gave them away. So you sold them on eBay.
I sold them on eBay.
Do you know what? I bet
Joe,
we laugh, don't we? But a lot of us re-gift stuff.
Joe, I made a good amount of money.
Did you?
Yeah. Bought myself some crafty stuff.
You're naughty.
I shouldn't
really
be admitting that, should I? Too late, it's out of my mouth. There. So now what I'm doing with the snowman is I'm adding a little bit of just light blue in some of the areas to come around, and that's just giving him, look, it's just giving a little bit of shine to his little tummy, isn't it? And we can go around and just add a little bit more in here. If you've got your blender pen would be very helpful for this too, because what you would do is you would blur out and smooth out the edges. And I'll do the same just on his little face, just in some of the areas. And what that does is just give a little bit of shade to him. And then I've got a nice little icy blue colour down here, so I can just go in with a little bit more of that if I want to. And then if I want to really blend it out, if I haven't got my blender pen, I've got this lovely cream colour here, which is very light. And then what I can do is just go around and add a little bit of extra dimension. And look, he now looks like a lovely little rotund snowman, and we haven't had to worry too much about making him white. Because he still looks great, but what we have done is just given him a little bit of rotund dimension when we've coloured him in. And then when you finish him off on a card, that's what he's going to look like. You know, so you just do, as you say, Joe, you do you, hon.
You do you, hon.
Absolutely.
I loving the purples there. I think it's absolutely... I've been giving myself a little bit of rotund detail the last few weeks. Not sure if you've noticed. I wasn't doing it with a blender pen. That's all I can say. Now, remember, just ice cream mainly, yeah. Remember, with this collection that you're going for, you're going to get 100 bonus points, which is awesome. Now, if you're new to us here at Crafters Companion or Crafters TV, maybe you're not in the club yet. There's so many great reasons to join Club Inspire. And in fact, Sarah's going to take you through those reasons right now.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Well, all the details there of Club Inspire. Tammy's been in touch. She said Poseidon's what? I'm not going to be able to say the name. Poseidon's wife was a goddess of the sea, and her name was Amphitrite. Is that right? Amphitrite? There you go. Yeah. Apparently Laura was trying to tell me, but I just chose to ignore her. You know. I've got cloth ears sometimes. Pat says, hi Leanne, I learned so much from you. Hi Joe, enjoy watching your presentations. You're loads of fun, the pair of you. Enjoy your interactions with all the people you work with. Oh, well, it's a fun place to work, what can I say? Here you're seeing all the details again of your classic markers. Remember, these are the brand new configurations that you've got in here with the 6 pens in each pack. Then you've also got those metallic markers as well coming to you, and you've got them 51 stamps in there as well, which is also really, really awesome. And of course you're going to get the 100 bonus points, which is glorious too. Over 60% now of a big stock has sold out and gone here. It's very, very busy on those at the moment. Right, there's loads of other stuff available to you over on the website. Get yourself over there and have a look because it is very busy. So with a lot of our shows these days, there's so much great stuff on them, we don't always get a chance to show you it all. So let's just have a little whiz through some of the other stuff that's proving busy on the website. This is your pen trays here. You're going to get 2 of them. $5.99 normally get you 1. It's not very often we have the clear ones in stock. So definitely a good time to grab these. $5.99 today is getting you 2 though, of course, $8.49 if you're in the US. We've got some other pen storage carry cases for you. 72 marker case, this one, which is awesome. £23 or $31 is your price for that one just there. We've also got a 24 piece one too, if you want a slightly smaller option. £11 or $15. Don't have as many of the 24 marker wallet as we do the large ones. If you want the smaller one, you need to be quick for that. We've also got some rocker blocks for you, half price deal here as well, which is great. It's a 6-piece collection, so you've got one for pretty much every project and size that you'd need. $9.99 or $13.99 if you'd want to get those ones. Also that metallic marker craft kit, very busy on this. Easy to see why. You get 4 metallic markers in there and a whole host of other great stuff that you need to put together some fabulous projects. Always very busy whenever we bring that one to you. Do grab that. All right, shall I just show you do we want to see the... If I'm really quick, can we just whiz through this one more time? Because I know it's super busy for the taster bag. So let me just share with you. The reason this came around is it's Spectember, and that means that we have a focus on all things Spectrum Noir here at Crafters Companion. So we put together this amazing taster bag to allow you to get a bit of a flavour for some of the different products that we have. I'm going to whiz through it quickly. You've got over £90 worth of products in here, over $130 worth of products. So you've got some aqua tints in here. You're going to get some of our gorgeous illustrators with those beautiful brush nibs. You're going to get one of the rectangle blending tools and the round blending tools, which is great for a whole host of different inky jobs. You've then got some of our aqua markers in here. So if you want to have a go at watercolouring, we've got you covered just there. You've got one of our tri-blend pens in here. These are ever popular, our tri-blend. So we've got to pop one of those in there for you. Colours may vary here as well. Metallic pencils, these are just gorgeous. You're going to love those. We're then going to give you as well a taster of some of our ink pads. So this one here is your pigment ink pads. We've got a quick dry in there for you, and we've also popped a water reactive in there. So 3 of our top selling ink pads, and then what you've also got are some of our art liners in there as well. And if you bought all of that separately, you'd be looking at over £90 or $130 worth of product. Very busy, over 60% of the taster bag bag has gone. We hope that we'd be able to bring it to you for the rest of the month. Doesn't seem like that is going to be the case. It's very, very busy. Right, Leanne, what do you fancy sharing with us before the end of the show?
So we've got this last little collection, which is another favourite of mine. Since we were talking about Christmas trees and how to decorate it, I thought we'd have a look at this little Christmas tree card here. I love this. It's one of those Z folds, and look how we've been able to repeat stamp the baubles behind. I really like it. I think it really makes an impact. So I thought let's have a look at how to colour in this tree with some real depth and dimension. And again, I'm using that traditional collection for the tree, and I'm going to use my 2 greens that come in that collection. So I'm starting with the lightest colour green, and what you would do is add your colour underneath each layer. So you add it underneath each layer because that's where there would be the most shade and shadow, and that's how you're going to build up this tree so that it looks like it has layers. Now don't do the whole tree at once, because remember I always say that wet ink blends better than dry card. So work on 2 or 3 layers and then finish them and then move on to the rest. So once we've done that, we're then going to go in with our darker green, which comes in this collection. See, I'm just using kind of little up and down zigzaggy motions here to get in and out of those little spikes of the foliage, getting the darker colour. And then we'll go back to the light colour and we'll bring that down to bring out the dark colour into the rest of the foliage there, and that's how we'll start to build up all of that lovely dimension. And the way it looks layered then is because you've got a darker layer underneath your light layer all the way down, and then you've got dark underneath the light, and that makes it look like it's falling on top of each other. Very, very easy to do, Jo. And I'm colouring over these baubles because I'm going to be doing them in my metallic marker colours. I'm going to have metallic baubles on my tray.
Oh, I've got a personalised bauble at home, you know.
Have you?
Oh. My name's got my name. It's a glass one. It's got my name etched on it.
Oh, was it a gift?
It was a gift, yes, and I had one done. I had one done for me, and I had one done for my partner as well. And after we broke up, the other one smashed. Found it smashed in the box, which really says it all. Bit of a metaphor, really, wasn't it, Leanne?
That was an omen, wasn't it? That was definitely an omen.
Was indeed. Loads of people chatting away still in the comments. Angie says, never thought about using the turquoise as a shading on the snowman. It looks fantastic, Leanne. So thank you for that tip. Kathy says as well, beautiful colouring. Leanne, always beautiful colouring when we got Leanne with us in the studio here. Now, I know you're away for a few days, aren't you, Leanne? But when are you going to be back with us on Crafted TV? Do you know?
Do you know, I think, so I'm back on I come back from my break on the 20, whatever that Monday is. Is that the 20th?
21st.
The 21st, so it's the Tuesday after.
Oh, you've got a nice little break.
Yeah, I have. Because I'm away for a week.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Oh, how wonderful.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be really nice. I'll have missed you all though. And by the time I get back, I'll be absolutely desperate to get back on here and start doing some crafting. So
well, I hope we've got you
straight. Break.
I hope we got you straight back on. Yolanda is saying as well how much she loves all of these colouring tips. Remember, if you've really enjoyed the show, you know, there's been something in here that you've thought, oh, I must remember that, or I must be able to find this show really easily. If you're watching us on Facebook, you can share this video if you want, so that'll share it onto your wall, so you'll always know where it is and you can come back to it. You can also save it on Facebook using the 3 dots in the top right corner of the screen. You can bookmark it if you're on YouTube, so they're all great easy ways to make sure you find this specific show again. You can also as well watch pretty much, well, every show really back on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Pop along to the Crafters TV section of our website, and there you'll find all of our shows ready to watch again whenever you want to. And that is a great thing about, you know, all the inspiration that we bring you here at Crafters TV and Crafters Companion. It's totally free of charge, which is awesome. Oh, I must let you know that of the big collection, with the paper and the ink pad, as well as the markers and stamps and the 100 bonus points, almost 70% now of the collection has sold out and gone, which is wonderful. Sally says, Joe, you should have a rummage in your local charity shop for tree decorations. What a great idea.
I'm going to ask the person who got me the baubles where they got
that you sold.
All right. Where they got them from, and then I'm gonna see if I can get you some.
Okay, wonderful.
Because they were divided. You would love them. There was all sorts in there.
Awesome. Right. I'll get thinking about my colour theme.
Yeah, do.
I think
And
it's going to be quite
traditional.
alternative, you know.
Well, if you're going to have a concrete dining table, it needs to be, doesn't it?
You know what they say, a man with a concrete dining table?
Yeah, what do they say?
Alternative Christmas collections.
Well, absolutely they do. But you know, if that's what you like, you do you, hon.
Absolutely, always.
So I think you need to pick something in keeping with you. And didn't you tell me about a zebra throw or a zebra rug?
A zebra rug?
Didn't you tell me about a zebra
that
throw?
was me.
Was that not you?
Are you talking about are you thinking about my kimono?
No, your kimono is beautiful, but I'm sure you told me you were getting a big zebra throw or a rug for your... Did you not tell me you were getting a zebra throw?
No.
Or a rug?
I was getting a sheepskin muff for the bench. You know, like what are they called? Like a little rug. Little sheepskin, like a sheep. Well, they're a sheepskin, I guess, aren't they?
Well, just where it looks like it's come off the sheep, where it's got the leg shape.
It just looks like it's just come off.
It's just a sheepskin.
That's what I'm getting. One of those for the bench. No zebras. No zebras.
So it was a sheepskin. Oh, well, I thought, could have sworn it was a zebra.
You know, I always get my zebras and my sheep confused.
Oh dear. So I think you've got really quite a really hip, cool approach, haven't you, to your home decor?
Well, I'm trying, Leanne.
And so therefore I think you do need to go with something, you need to carry that through in your Christmas theme, don't you?
Yeah, maybe a fibre optic tree.
No, Joe, I can't allow
You'll
it.
upset Debbie.
You'll upset me massively. Honestly, I don't know whether we'll be able to continue to be friends.
Debbie's got a fibre optic tree and she loves it.
Debbie Robinson?
Yeah.
Has she?
She has indeed.
Oh.
We can't get into Christmas trees again because I was with Craig last week and we got onto the debate of Christmas trees. And again, as I say, it's very divisive. Never discuss, politics or Christmas trees on live TV.
Okay, we'll leave it then. I'll take your advice. It is but it's about personal style, isn't it? It's about the different clothes you'd wear. It's about how you wear your hair, what colour your hair is. It's just very personal and it's up to you. You have to live in the house and look at it.
Absolutely, and as I say, you do you, hun. If you think it looks fabulous, that's all that matters.
All that matters.
You only need to please yourself.
You do. There we go. I've been colouring in my tree as we chatted along there. You can see it gives it all of the dimensions so it looks like it's layered, each layer on top of each other. And then I've used a little variety of my metallic markers and give myself some metallic baubles as well.
Beautiful, really, really lovely. And again, the thing is, we're just using these stamps, say the royal we, of course, Leanne, to stamp this out and then colour them in. But you can still do all of the other brilliant techniques that you can use your stamps for, I'm guessing. So even if you weren't a colourist, you wanted to go for these stamps, I'm guessing you'd get loads of crafting out of them, Leanne.
Oh, yes, absolutely, you would, without a shadow of a doubt. They're just really, really usable. And and then, do you know what the thing is as well, Joe? I think the thing that they're not... I was saying this in the earlier show today, they're not of the minute modern in their design, so these will still be working for you in a good few years time as well when you get them out. And
absolutely.
I think do you know what I mean? They're not going to go out of fashion because they're not being designed of whatever is cool on the high street today. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they're classic, aren't they?
Yeah.
They'll be around for a really long time. You've got 4 different brand new collections, remember, as well. And then you've got those metallic markers in there as well to add a bit of bling as well. What I wouldn't mind doing, Leanne, if it's right with you, is just quickly whizzing through the colours that are in each set that you've got in here. So I'll just take you through. So in this set, this is your contemporary Christmas that you've got. And the colours are along the top just here. So you've got frost pink, you've got fuchsia, you've then got mint blue, you've got blue turquoise, ice green, and you've got also then in there as well your frost pink. What did I say? Frost pink? Your teal as well in that one just there. This one here is the next one you've got is your traditional Christmas. And in your traditional Christmas, you are going to get cherry red, cardinal, bamboo, forest green, old lavender. You've also got as well your antique plum in there as well. So you've got a little bit of everything in that one, which is also awesome. You've then got as well, the next one you're getting is the vintage Christmas, which I think is adorable, and it's going to go with a lot of your different selections that you've got. And in the vintage Christmas, you're going to get cream linen, mimosa, gold, natural brown, and you've got bark as well. And you've got the gold nugget metallic marker in that one. And then finally, last but by no means least, you've also got the stylish Christmas. Now within the stylish Christmas, you are getting tea rose, coral, sky blue, cerulean, purple violet, and also that pink violet as well, which is awesome. And in there, you're getting the gold plate metallic marker. So you've really got great. And I guess then this is a bit of a break from the norm really with these, Leanne, because normally we'd put them together in their colour families more so than their projects, if you will.
Yes, absolutely. I really like that. Sorry, I don't even know what you said. I was engrossed in me colouring.
Were you in a colouring coma?
Yeah, I was in a colouring coma.
I said it's a little bit of a break from the norm because normally we put them together in their colour families rather than their sort of project groups, if you will.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yes, I totally understand with you, which does make a difference. And actually it gives you all of these lovely colours that work together. I'm using one of the collections, Contemporary, now to do these baubles. And you can see absolutely, so you get that lovely turquoise and pink going through there. And then if you use the metallic marker that comes in with it, you can go and fill in your lovely little silver metallic dots on there too, and that is really contemporary. That's a beautiful little collection. I really love how these have been put together, and you get two colours in each, not family, but colour blend, so that you can do your tree, you can do your bauble, you can do your Santa, you can do all of the things that we've been looking at, but then you've got that fantastic metallic marker there to just give you a little pops of highlight, or actually just write your Christmas card out to somebody in that lovely metallic pen if you want to.
Absolutely gorgeous. Well, Leanne, can I say it's been an absolute pleasure spending the last a couple of hours with you. I hope you have a glorious week off.
Thank you.
And we'll catch you back here really soon.
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. Right, don't forget to check out your baskets. We're going to take a short break. We will be back though with a HSM preview. Normally our day will be over here. It is sort of our Crafters TV shows done for the day, but we've got a HSM preview coming up over on the Crafters Companion USA page. So make sure you grab yourself a cuppa, get yourself over there, and you'll see myself and Sarah there in about an hour's time. So I'll see you there. If I don't see you there, I'll see you back here tomorrow for a brand new day of shows here on Crafters TV. Take care.